Hey guys, this is Ren Alcantara of Gadgets Magazine, and today we have the new Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1 2014 edition. And as a little bonus in the background, we've got the older version of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1. We'll be doing a little bit of comparing with this, so we can have a nice side-by-side going on. I'd like to go through the main differences. We've got first a different size for the new one. It's still a 10.1 inch tablet, but you can see quite a bit of a size difference overall. The screen is, yes, still 10.1 inches on the diagonal, but the overall footprint of the device is now much smaller, making it a lot handier. It doesn't look like it's a lot smaller on the camera right now, but if you compare them like head on, you can see that it's actually a lot handier. Now, it's shorter, shallower, and narrower than the old model. So in all dimensions, it's smaller, and it's also lighter. It's down to 535 grams. This old one was a bit closer to 600 grams. So while it's not absolutely light, it's a lot lighter than what you'd expect from a tablet this size. A lot of it has to do with the plastic back. This is that same faux leather back that we saw in the Galaxy Note 3. It looks pretty nice on white, but I think I might have the same sort of problem with this as with the Galaxy Note 3, in that the longer you look at it, the more noticeable it becomes. I mean, that it's plastic, you tend to notice it a bit more. It's got nice fake stitching going on. It is plastic, but it does have that leather texture about it, so it doesn't feel plasticky, if that is your main concern. It doesn't feel plasticky at all. Next up, we've got a different screen type actually. The old one had a pixel density of under 200, I think, and this new one has a super clear LCD with 299 or thereabouts pixels per inch, so it's a lot sharper. I've loaded up the same wallpaper on these two devices, and you can see on the letters that the new tablet is actually a lot sharper. You can see on this old one the edges are kind of fuzzy, and it's the same here when it's live. So this does have a lot nicer screen, and it flows a bit smoother actually. Yeah, so if you're going to be using this a lot for video and pictures and things like that, it's really not a bad tablet to have. Now, this particular device has 32 gigabytes of onboard memory, and it's expandable via micro SD, just like the old one. The micro SD slot is right there on the right side, and this 2014 Note 10.1 also comes with an LTE version. Unfortunately, this is only the Wi-Fi version, so we can't test LTE speeds at the moment, but you get the same package more or less internally, and that is a Wi-Fi AC enabled radio, an 8 megapixel main camera back here, and a 2 megapixel front camera, Snapdragon 800 chipset, and for the Wi-Fi only version, a quad-core 1.9 GHz Cortex A15 and a quad-core 1.3 GHz Cortex A7 processor, coupled with 3 gigabytes of RAM. It also has a huge 8,220 milliamp hour battery. We haven't tested battery life, but we expect it to last a whole day plus. It's just so large, the battery, even larger than the previous model. Now, this Wi-Fi only model retails for 25,990 pesos, which is not a bad deal. It's a bit on the steep side, but it is a Samsung, so you do get what you pay for, particularly for them. And it runs Android 4.3 Jelly Bean, the latest version of the Android operating system. Now, what are a few of the differences? Apart from the size and the weight and the better screen, we also have a different control layout. This new version now has a home button right there, whereas this one ran the older OS, so it has on-screen buttons right there on the lower left. You can see speakers are here on the new one on the edge of the device, whereas on the old one it was on the front. The power and volume buttons are in the same place, and the IR transmitter is there also. The headphone jack has moved on the new device to the left edge. On the old one it was up top, and the stylus placement is also different. On the old Note 10.1 it was on the lower left. Oh, sorry, the lower right. On the new 10.1 it's now located, and I keep losing it, on the top right edge. Now, when you pull out the stylus, it's exactly the same as the Note 3. It pulls out this this interface, the Air Command interface, and it has the same cool features as the Note 3, not the least of which is pen window, which lets you draw a box and fill that box with the app of your choice, in this case YouTube. So that's pretty cool. You can do that with a bunch of other apps as well. If you pull up the menu, you've got these apps to choose from. Okay. You've got the same screen write. Oh, it takes a snapshot, and you can write on this and share it through the usual means. And you've got Action Memo, Scrapbooker, and S-Finder as well. The old device doesn't have all that functionality, and this is a big leg up over that. The stylus snaps in nice and securely, and it's really not gonna fall out unless you intentionally pull it out yourself. What do we like about this? We really like the better screen. The updated screen, the old one was starting to show its age. You could sort of see the edges of things, and it isn't really as pleasant as the newer screen, not by a long shot. This new screen is also a bit brighter. When you turn the brightness all the way up, you can see it even outdoors in very bright daylight. It's very snappy. It's a very responsive device. Swiping even with widgets happens instantly. Not that the old one was slow, it's also very fast and very fluid, but because I guess of the smoother screen, more RAM and such, this just seems faster. If you can see there. Now, what else? It also has handwriting recognition. Basically everything that the Note 3 can do, this can also do, but with a larger screen. Right, so that's the quick run-through of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1 2014 edition. We'll have a full GADGETSLAB out in November, so if you'd like to stick around for that, catch it on Gadgets Magazine. This is Ren Alcantara, Associate Editor of Gadgets Magazine. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, sorry, I forgot one little detail, and I've cleaned up the tripod rig downstairs. I just wanted to point out that the new Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1 2014 edition now charges and syncs via a micro USB cable instead of the old wide 30-pin looking cable that came with the old Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1. So this is very convenient. You can use all of your standard chargers and cables with the new Note. So that was just something I wanted to add, something that I forgot to mention earlier. And thanks for watching. This is Ren again. Bye.